the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Good evening. I'm Deborah Holman, Interim Principal of North Andover High School. Welcome to our graduation ceremony. As we begin, I would like to make a dedication on behalf of the high school community. A few weeks ago, we lost Mrs. Carolyn Shera, a beloved science teacher of many years. Carolyn was out for medical treatment for much of the year, but then returned in April for a few weeks. She was so happy when she returned, her students even happier. She died a few weeks later. We found out later that her return to the classroom had been against her doctor's wishes and only due to how dedicated and, I might say, wonderfully stubborn Carolyn Shera was. In Carolyn's mind, the work, the teaching, the learning was to go on as long as she could do it. For that, we would like to dedicate tonight's graduation to Carolyn Shera, someone who exemplified the best of the teaching profession and of North Andover. Thank you.
Oh, Danny boy, the pipes are calling from glen to glen and down the mountain side. The summer's gone and all the roses falling. It's you who must go and I must bide. But come ye back when summer's in the meadow, or when the valley's hushed and white with snow. I'll be here in sunshine or in shadow. Oh, Danny boy, I love you so. But when ye come and all the flowers are dying, if I am dead, as dead I well may be, shall sleep in peace until you come to me.
Good evening. My name is Lily Vogt, and I am the president of the class of 2017. I would like to extend a very warm welcome to all of the families, friends, teachers, and faculty here today to celebrate the graduation of a truly deserving senior class. 324 seniors will walk across this stage and receive their diplomas, each of whom owe infinite gratitude to their teachers, parents, siblings, and mentors. I know that I would not be here, standing and speaking, without the incredible support of my teachers, my mom and dad, siblings, friends, and fellow peers. We, the class of 2017, have achieved so much over these past 4 years, and it seems hard to believe that today marks our final act as students of the North Andover schools. Like any other high school student would, I kept putting off this speech. I've known about having to speak since the end of my sophomore year, which I believe is longer notice than anyone else speaking tonight. I'm not a procrastinator either, and yet I found myself with less than a week to go before graduation trying to figure out what I should say to my fellow classmates. Although for the past month, I've been getting ready for senior week by buying dresses, stuffing bags, going to venues, purchasing candy, and practicing for graduation, I didn't understand the magnitude of today until I unwrapped my cap and gown. I couldn't figure out what to say because I wasn't yet aware of what we were really all doing here. But as I hung up my gown and attached the tassels to my cap, I realized why commencement appears on the pamphlets handed out at graduation. Today, we commence an identity beyond the comfort and intimacy of North Andover High School. We are given a cap and gown just as we are given the foundation for our new beginning. Life beyond the address of 430 Osgood Street will be challenging, but none of us would be walking across this stage if we were not ready to face the uncertainty ahead. Just as we used to wear a new outfit on our first day of school, we wear these robes on the first day of the rest of our lives. Today, we become students of the world, learning and growing with boundless opportunities and adventures ahead. We leave this stadium to begin our work forging the future and fashioning ourselves into the new leaders and activists of tomorrow. It is today we begin our legacy. Many of us hope that we live a life of success, and to each of us, this may have a different meaning. I have a favorite coffee mug with a quote by Ralph Waldo Emerson that says, "To laugh often and much, to win the respect of intelligent people and the affection of children, to earn the appreciation of honest critics and endure the betrayal of false friends, to appreciate beauty, to find the best in others, to leave the world a bit better, whether by a healthy child, a garden patch, or a redeemed social condition. To know even one life has breathed easier because you have lived. This is to have succeeded." While Emerson is defining success, I believe that he is describing a legacy. We are the makers of our own destiny, and with enough determination, we may leave the places we go a bit better than when we found them. With our choices and actions, we choose the story we leave behind. Today, we write the first chapter of our new story, so write something worthy of pen and paper. Live and be engaged in the world around you. Become aware of issues you may be lucky enough not to face. Actively improve yourself so that you may improve others. Use your passions and your experiences to guide the legacy that you build. Tomorrow waits to be shaped by the hands of today, and it is today that we assume this responsibility. Embrace your independence, class of 2017. We've got work to do. Thank you.
Hey there, class of 2017. I'm Jason Chen, and you might know me as the guy who runs around to class most days, or one of the people waving my arms around in front of the band. Anyways, I guess I have to make a speech, so here we go. There are many phrases I live by. Here's one: don't let numbers define who you are. Numbers are such impersonal things. They leave out so much of the person that has them. Not even within our school and our society, this is the case. Imagine if you were graded on subjects other than core subjects. How different would those numbers be? That aside, no matter how you attach numbers to people, they fail to show the personality, the path, the person they are attached to. So what if they got a perfect score on some test or some high GPA? The numbers don't say if they're a jerk or not, nor do they show how much effort they put in for that number. We shouldn't value that number over what type of person they are. Heck, I'd rather work with someone who puts in the effort or is kind, rather than someone who has a better score. So, like, when we meet new people, we shouldn't judge them by their numbers. We should judge them for the people that they are. Like, when I was in AP Chemistry, sure, I got a good grade, but so what? What made my day was seeing my classmates' faces light up when they understood a subject as I helped them. Sure, I do well in music, but it's moments like seeing my friend cry of joy because of something I did that makes living worth it. I don't want to be remembered for the grades I got, rather for the smiles I made on people or the help and comfort I provided. When you all go out there, wherever you go, be nice, be kind to each other. Be a constant for the people around you. It's not wrong to strive for a number, but keep in mind, there's so much more to life than just that. Don't let them define you. I want you to remember this. Numbers are not the end-all, show-all. They will never show who you are. You can count on that. Thank you.
I have two things I want to say before I get into the bigger part of my speech. I promise the speech is only 4 pages long because I am blind as a bat and decided to double space everything. First, I just want to remind everyone that I am up here more for the fact that I know what 15 times 17 is than for my public speaking skills. I'll promise that I won't steal someone else's words. I want these to be my own. The answer is 225, by the way, and whatever stumbles and stutters I have throughout my speech are perfectly okay. This is the first message I'll attempt to convey. Everyone makes mistakes. Just try and make mistakes by accident rather than on purpose. Second, I want to thank a couple of people. Definitely a huge thank you to Ms. Holman and Dr. Price for allowing me to speak at this graduation ceremony. And a whole bunch of thank yous to the guidance department, Mr. Nugent, and all my teachers, and to the class of 2017. We have been a successful class, and not because any one of us did something great, but because we made each other better. I'm going to tell a story. Happened in the good old dark days of middle school, in the days of bad hair color choices, week-long relationships, roar means I love you and dinosaur, texting your mom asking if you could go to the youth center, then getting mad at her when she says no, and all the other cringy things that normal middle schoolers do. If you remember back to middle school or know a middle schooler, I'm so sorry if you do know one. You probably remember that a lot of them love to talk a lot, especially when they aren't supposed to. I was sitting around bored in the 7th grade class. Of course, I started to talk. I mean, hey, this worksheet is already done. I think I know everything in the world, so why not talk to the people next to me? Like classroom chatter always goes, one conversation turns into two conversations, and faster than you can say, thank God we didn't have fidget spinners in middle school, the whole class is talking up a storm. Talking in class every once in a while is okay, but listening to it just about every day for half a school year would drive just about any teacher crazy. The life of a teacher is tough. The life of a teacher has to deal with a bunch of children at completely different points in their development, on top of completely different points in their maturity. I don't understand how any teacher survives. On top of this, the teacher in my first story had 2 young children at home, both under 4 years old. One of them was just starting to adjust to preschool, and the other had some medical issues. I knew a little bit about my Tichu situation because his wife was actually my brother's kindergarten teacher, small world in North Andover. The teacher explained his son was never supposed to be able to talk or walk or do anything that most kids get to do. He told us his son is just at the beginning stage of learning to speak. His son was able to piece together basic sentences like most 2-year-olds could do. With his son being developmentally behind, the family brought in a physical therapist to work him out to ensure that his body stayed proportionally healthy. The problem, whenever the therapist came to work him out, it put him in a great deal of pain. All of this was being explained by my teacher to the room full of middle schoolers. It hurts when they stretched his legs. When they moved his arms, his face would wince with pain. For most of us in the audience, we were probably able to get through a couple sessions of this, ending mentally and physically drained. But twice a week for the next couple years of our life, I would not be able to do it. I would never be able to do that. After telling us, my math teacher delivered the line that I will never forget. At the end of every session, my son is definitely excited to see the therapist go, but the physical therapist means nothing but pain to him. But at the same time, he also looks the therapist straight in the eye and says, more, every single week. I tried to take this moment to heart. I worked my butt off. I did my homework. I tried to help everyone I could. I tried to get where I am here today. Some of the kids in that class I was in are now all-state musicians, all-conference athletes, and are going to some of the best colleges in the state and country. We tried to do more. This is the main message I will try to convey. Do more, class of 2017. Right now, it seems like we are doing enough, but I urge you to do even more. Look at the struggle of college, the struggle of finding a job that fulfills your desires, the struggle of building and keeping relationships in the eye, and say, more. If it all becomes too much, that's okay. It will happen to everyone. It has happened to everyone. Just take the time you need, pick yourself up, and give all your effort in another chance. Don't settle for B's and C's, settle for B pluses and C pluses, and then make them A's and B's. Don't settle for friends who don't make you the happiest you can be. Go out there and find better ones. Don't settle by being someone that listens to the music. Be the person orchestrating the music. To the 99% of us who are on the track of putting in your effort and working to make yourself into the best possible person you can be, I applaud you. Keep working. Don't be discouraged by those who will take the easy way out in life. To the 1%, it's never too late to change. It's never too late to do your part of doing more. This last instance of do more is probably the most important. Anyone can be great if they put enough work in. The next step afterwards is working to make those around you even better. Push them to do more. Push them to push you to do more. Do it for yourself, do it for your friends, do it for your family. We made it, class of 2017. Now it's time to do more.
Hello, my name is Jennifer Price, and I am the person who is so lucky to be the superintendent of the North Andover Public Schools. I would like to start by acknowledging a few of our elected officials. Selectman Dick Valancourt, Chris Nobley, our town moderator, Mark DeSalvo, our school committee members, Helen Picard, Holly Vitsky-Lynch, Andrew McDevitt, Vice Chair Amy Mabley, and Chair David Teresi. Thank you all for being here tonight. I would also like to take a moment to acknowledge our interim principal, Deborah Holman, for her year of service here in North Andover. We all want to thank you for the excellent job you did this year stewarding our school through this most important year. On a personal note, Deb, thank you for the privilege of working with you and learning from you for yet another year. North Andover truly appreciates all that you have given to our community. Thank you. As I thought about what to say to the 324 of you today, I wondered what I could say to help you navigate some potentially uncertain times ahead. Throughout the year, we have consistently reminded this community that we have adopted a set of core values that provide an important roadmap for how we can come together to support one another and our great nation. On the 10th anniversary of RAISE, it seemed fitting to take a look at these values and explore how they provide an important roadmap for all of you. You guys have heard about RAISE since second grade, and I know you're sitting there going, really, RAISE again, Dr. Price? My response is RAISE always. Respect, achievement, inclusion, service, and empathy are important values to continue to espouse beyond your time here in North Andover. In fact, I think it's important to really think about what these values means as many of you leave our town and go off all over this great world. Respect. That seems like a really easy one, but the truth is real respect is really hard. For example, respecting someone that holds different beliefs than you do can be difficult. It's important to understand that someone that sees something differently than you do isn't wrong, and they're not a bad person. In fact, they probably held most of the same beliefs that you do, and they want what is best for our nation. I worry that our national discourse has become so polarized that real respect for differences of opinion is in jeopardy. Being able to engage in respectful disagreement is the foundation of this great nation, and it's critical that you hold on to this important value as you leave North Andover and embrace a new and different situation. Achievement, I'm going to sound like Jason. It's not a simple test score, a GPA, or even what college you're going to. In fact, achievement is really about each individual pushing him or herself to do him or her best. Sometimes achieving actually means taking a risk and failing. Sometimes an achievement for one person is not one for another. Let's be honest, me jumping 5 feet in the pole vault would be like a total achievement. For Eric Duffy, not so much. That is the key. We all have to embrace our own definition of achievement, take some risks, fall, get back up, and keep reaching. That is how we achieve. That is how we make a difference. Inclusion. This district has worked really hard to have each of you understand inclusion. From buddy benches to best buddies to Special Olympics to understanding our difference. The question is, what does inclusion really mean? For me, it's simple. It means all. It means that no matter someone's race, ability, ethnicity, gender identity, sexual orientation, country of origin, or religion, that we include them in our community in authentic ways. We acknowledge that our diversity is our strength. It's easy to say and hard to do. Let's be honest, it's a lot easier to hang out with those that look like you, think like you, and worship like you. But we must push ourselves to strive for an inclusive society, building bridges between one another that allow us to learn from one another. I truly believe that the future of our nation depends on our ability to be inclusive. Service can simply mean serving a community by volunteering or helping out. But it can also mean what President Woodrow Wilson said when he addressed Princeton students, to think about how they could be in the nation's service. That may mean thinking about a career that serves our nation, like the 4 members of this great class who have decided to serve our nation in the armed services. Or pursuing a career in education, health service, and yes, even politics. It may also mean following a path that puts the needs of others above your own. It does mean that to those that much is given, much is expected. You have been given so much, North Andover class of 2017. We now expect even more as you think about how you can be in the nation's service. Finally, my favorite one, empathy. It's always the hardest one to explain to elementary school kids. I often think of empathy as walking a mile in another person's shoes. It means understanding that your perspective in life may be very different from another person's perspective. And this is the important part. And you both can be correct. So as you may know, we had a wonderful author visit our community earlier this year by the name of Jacqueline Woodson. And I thought I might end your time here in the North Andover Public Schools with a picture book. So Jacqueline Woodson tells a story about 2 girls, a black girl by the name of Clover, who lives next to a white girl by the name of Annie, and a fence separates their 2 yards. And I'm going to read a picture book to you. "It's nice up on this fence," Annie said. "You can see all over." I ran my hand along the fence. I reached up and touched the top of it. "A fence like this was made for sitting on," Annie said. She looked at me sideways. "My mama said I shouldn't go on the other side," I said. "My mama says the same thing, but she never said nothing about sitting on it. Neither did mine." So they spent the summer sitting on the fence together, and Jacqueline Woodson ends the book with this: "Someday, somebody's going to come along and knock this old fence down," Annie said. And I nodded. "Yeah," I said, "someday." Class of 2017, your family and your teachers have raised you well here in North Andover. It's now your turn to go forth and raise up this nation. We need you. We're counting on you. Go raise the bar. Congratulations.
Good evening. I'm Deborah Holman, interim principal. Thank you, Jennifer Price. Thank you, class of 2017, our seniors, parents, faculty, school committee, and North Andover community. It has been a real pleasure to work with you and serve this year. I'd like to give a special thank you to the high school faculty, families, and friends. To my left are amazing people who, for many of them long ago, have chosen a humble profession, teaching. Not at the college level of doctorates, not at fancy private schools, but in one of the most honorable settings, an American public high school. These are folks who could have chosen different, more lucrative professions, but they chose to work in the public trust, working with adolescents all day long. And we love it. Teachers, counselors, administrators, all, thank you for giving me a wonderful and fun year at North Andover High School. Families, students, and guests, these people deserve huge respect and thanks from all of us. Thank you, faculty. Okay, class of 2017, you too had a very good year. Here's what I saw and heard. Lots of good learning in humanities, math, science, robotics, arts, language classes, sportsmanship on the field, and grace when contests were lost. Enthusiastic and respectful fan behavior in the stands, most nights. Beautiful music and drama performances. Community service in North Andover and beyond, including Relay for Life, Best Buddies, WrestleMania for kids with disabilities, to name just a few. engagement in and curiosity about the most controversial presidential election in modern times. Last September, I saw a lunchtime activity where some of you informed others on microaggressions, and students from all backgrounds posted their microaggression examples on the windows of the cafeteria. Then, last September, when the postings on that cafeteria window were challenged by a classmate who suggested that microaggressions were just an example of society's oversensitivity, you invited that student to your after-school discussions, and he joined you. Finally, I saw a member of your class who early on attended and spoke at a school committee meeting, offering a very respectful critique of course requirements and of some of the courses he was required to take. That was great. He did one of the most important things that happened all year, I think, and probably few of you knew about it. He spoke truth to power. So you, class of 2017, have had a very good year. So one of my favorite events this year was actually on Monday night in the high school gym. Your class paraded by the community during the grand march before prom. It was a sight to see. Here's the picture that you painted for me and visitors in the stands. First of all, you wore beautiful dresses and tuxedos. You guys looked great. You were students whose families moved here when they were young. Students whose families have lived here for ages, and North Andover street signs may bear your family name. Students who moved here recently from Lawrence or the Dominican Republic, or West Africa, or East Africa, or Italy. I saw students with disabilities in wheelchairs. I saw same-sex couples and heterosexual couples. I saw groups of friends attending and proudly marching in the Grand March. I saw students who were African American, white, mixed race, Latino and Latina, Asian American, and international. As you paraded in the Grand March through the gym, you were the diverse community that is North Andover, in fact. That is Massachusetts, and that is this nation. As I watched you, I thought, the country, the world, and our future parades by in front of my eyes. So, that new world and future that you step into is diverse, beautiful, and, as Dr. Price noted in kind words, it can be truly ugly also. Unfortunately, in the last year, we have seen a lot of ugly. Terror attacks and loss of life overseas and within our own country, disillusion at many levels of our political discourse, wrong and gruesome public depictions of our political leaders that included jokes about their bloody beheading or putting them in prison. Recently, we saw students accepted into a prominent Ivy League college creating a Facebook group where some members use racially, ethnically, and sexually offensive language, and their college acceptance was rescinded. However, on a much brighter side, in the last year, we also have seen a lot of the beautiful. For example, Americans exercising their free speech rights for all political views. A Jewish group in New York City last month that protectively surrounded a group of Muslim Americans who were exercising their right of political protest. In Oregon last month, citizens on a train who intervened when defenseless riders were being bullied due to their religion. Both heroism and sadness resulted from that one. We have seen a persistent American free press this year. And we have seen examples of respect for town, state, and national leaders. So graduates, it's a complicated, exhausting world out there. I give you two charges as you step forward at this complicated time. One, do not let the ugly eclipse all the beautiful. You know the difference. As newly minted graduates, choose to help advance all the beautiful in your relationships, families, your town, college communities, and our country. Two, my second charge has to do actually with politeness. Yes, politeness. I have to frame this one right. I have said before that North Andover does humility and polite really well. In fact, I have never worked at a school with so many nice and polite kids. It's been awesome. But beware of being too nice and too polite in moments that call for something different. Let me explain. Do not let polite and nice squash passion or even anger at times when passion or anger may be necessary. For example, when you see or experience an injustice, when you see something unethical or immoral, or when you disagree with something or someone based on your values. Polite and nice is the perfect baseline. It is respect. It is a part of raise. However, the world can handle your passion, even your anger at times when you are called to speak up and stand up. Speak truth to power, like your classmate did with me and the public schools leadership last fall. Do not live in a whisper. Get loud when you need to. So, use your voice, use your vote, run for office, have fun this summer and in life. On behalf of the faculty and staff at North Andover High School, I wish you congratulations and good luck. Thank you. All right, class of 2017, do you realize that I am the only thing that stands between you and your diplomas? Do you want me to hurry up? Yeah, Ms. Holman. All right. Let's go for it. All right, at this time, I would like to ask our graduates who are entering any level of military service to please stand up so that we can honor you. Thank you. Thank you. So at this time, I would like to announce the presentation of the diplomas. I invite senior class advisors Meredith Tracy and Mary Helen Paradise and the school committee to please take the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, families and friends, I present to you the class of 2017. Start. All right.
Nawar Abu Mayala. JD Abreu. Grayson Casey Adams.
I'm going to stop there for a second.
Ronald Scott Arbo. Lindsay Karen Arnold. Haley Elizabeth Atkinson. Audit Burwa. Dan Vichika Bao. Jacob John Bodwin. Robert Norman Beelan Jr., Jessley Benjamin, Olivia Nicole Bertolino, Catherine Martha Blackshaw, Nicholas T. Blaisdell, Lee Benjamin Blumsack, Gina Natalie Borsey, Matthew Robert Bosco, Priscilla Bauer, Denai Marina Braga, Jacob Robert Brandner, Austin George Brizenden, Jacob W. Brooks, Rachel Lynn Brooks, Elizabeth Leanne Brown, Caitlin Elizabeth Burba, Brittany Autumn Burkett, Alexis Nicole Cacase, Ryan Anthony Cacase, Emma Louise Calamaro, Stephen Paul Canali, Catherine Marie Capabianco, Ryan Russell Cardinal, Patrick Michael Carey, Benjamin Lewis Carlson, Samuel John Karen, Cassandra Lee Carrasquillo, Emily Ann Carroll, Adam Bashir Sebi, Olivia Nimet Sebi, Anna Kathleen Chase, Taylor Georgianne Chaff, Laura Grace Cheevers, Jason Chen, Carrie Teresa Chesmore, Erin McGuinn Chevry, Jessica Ann Chico, Jamie Lee Childs, Leah Bryn Chisholm, Taja Chanel Christian, Angelina Margaret Cicercia, Isabella Marie Cincerulli, Nicholas Joseph Cincerulli, Mackenzie Mary Cochran, Stephanie Rose Cogswell, Felimar Christian Collado, Alexi Ann Cologne, Courtney Gail Connolly, Sean Connolly, Faith Ann Connors, Gianna Marie Conserva, Casey Jean Conwell, Zachary Parker Cook, Benjamin Charles Cooperstein, Jonathan Henry Cooperstein. Kristen Elizabeth Corliss. Nicole Catherine Coskren. Taylor Irene Crane. Abigail J.C. Cronin. Andrew Nicholas Crowley. Ashley Quee. Skyla Autumn Cunningham. Aaron Thomas Parker Curran. Hunter St. John Pasquale Dalby. Casey Connor Dalkey. Liliana Marie Dalmer. Molly Joan Dalton. Joshua Owen Davies.
Rachel Elizabeth Davies. Megan Mary Dolly. Adriana Maeve DeLuca. Lily Marie Dean. Cameron Michelle Deary. Nadia Marie DeStefano. Nicholas Michael de Blasio. Jessica Paige Dickinson. Alyssa Ann Dixon. Tylene Dewin. Bridget Michelle Doucette. Daniel Patrick Driscoll. Derek Joseph Dubois. Eric Christian Duffy. Anne-Marie Nicole Eastwood. Basil Ahmed Ilbitanoni. Romaldo Estrella. Isabel Anna Tomsick Fagel. Matthew Robert Farmer. Tanisha Lee Figueroa.
Congrats, Tanisha. Thank you.
Yes. Caitlin Mary Farragher. Catherine Elizabeth Farnham. Kira Elizabeth Fogna. Angelo James Fideli. Drew Peter Finn. Devin Vincent Finnegan. Daniel Philip Flaherty. Bola Ka Fokum. Grace Ellen Ford. Tyler Lewis Fournier. Jack Gordon Fowler. Sarah Elizabeth Francoeur. Jake Ryan Frank. Ivana Julia Gabriella. Justin Alexander Gady. Kunal Gala. Vivian Corinne Gall. Paulo Cortez Giraldez. Madeline Yvonne Geekus. Ryan James Giaquinta. Tina Nyambeki Gichana. Emily Ann Gerard. Yohandi Gonzalez. Tia Michelle Gordon. Connor Michael Grant. Javier Jose Guerrero. Abhishek Sanjeev Gupte. Xiomara Jocelyn Guzman. Trevor Andrew Ham. Amin Wal Hamdi. Lauren Elizabeth Hanley. Jenna Amanda Hatfield. Nolan Andrew Hines. Yaritza Hernandez. Michael Jared Hickerson. Teresa Ryer Higgins. Isaiah Hilario. Greta Von Hain. Christina Shea Hogan. Kathleen Sullivan Hogan. Thomas James Holland. William Michael Homine. Vanessa Mackenzie Horgan. Cassidy Faith Howe. Wei Sheng Huang. Gabrielle Ray Wapaya. Casey Lee Hughes. Emma Jane Hurton. Sophie Ann James. Ashley Elizabeth Jaskella. Jennifer Zhang. Lucy Isabel Jones. Spencer William Jorgensen. Maria Therese Kachulis Moriarty. Andrew Kingethi. Abigail Joy Keever. Archie Joshua Keltz. Daniel Jacob Kenny. Desiree Lynn Kaknejad.
Joshua Han Kim. Brendan Christopher Kirby. Patrick James Kitchen. Mark Walter Close. Maya Devi Korpati. Anastasios Michael Kolopoulos III. Brona Anna Leonard Lagrassa. Mary Margaret Grace Lacey. Fred Second Laguerre. Bridget Trang Han Lambers. Ashley Elizabeth Lannon. Jessica Claire Langston. Madison Rose Laspisa. Natasha Marie Latour.
Thank you so much.
William Charles Lozon. Jennifer Lee. Nicholas Mark Lefton. Kyle John Lever. Jake Tyler Lewis. Grace Eileen Laporto. Olivia Lopez. Alexandra Lowry. Megan Elizabeth Lucy. Jonavi Mahadik. Ahmad Nadim Malik. Patrick Charles Maloney. Matthew Anthony Mantega. Nicholas Giancarlo Marconi. Brian Edward Marcotte. Harrison James Markowski. Nicholas Richard Martin. Naisha Lynette Martinez. Tanner Tyler Masucci. Sadie Michelle Mays. Taylor Alexis McCullough. Daniel Austin McElhenney. Sarah Elizabeth McGarvey. Cameron James McGrath. Megan Lynn McNally. Mitchell Charles McQuaid. Caroline Elizabeth Melvin. Grace Rosario Merida. Isaiah Nicholas Matheny Strachan. Isabel Louise Mazina. Olivia Rose Piggott Moeller. Connor William Morin. Nima Wanjiku Mungai. Erin Jean Murphy. Evan Kevin Murphy. Caitlin Rose Murphy. Ross Ian Myerson. Natalie Nassar. Anthony Haas Neal. Tantau Ha Nguyen. Alexander Thomas Nolet. Brendan Abid Lee Nueri. Amanda Catherine Novak. Gavin David O'Sullivan. Eric Philip Ouellette. Joseph Paquin. Hannah Park. Samantha Marie Pashovsky. Kimberly Mary Papoli. Kiani Gabriela Perez. Jack Connor Perry. John James Finney. Olivia Rose Pino. Jacob Benjamin Pliskaner. Adrian Polanco. Garrett James Pomfret. Priyanka Prakasha. Lindsay Cecile Preston. Abigail Rose Prisby. Patrick Michael Quinn. Megan Rose Quint. Jacob David Ramos. Sophia Esther Ramos. Gregory Harrison Rosso.
Clara Elise Rich. Mayara De Silva Reese. Benjamin Joseph Robertson. Jeffrey Dylan Roby.
That's Jeffrey.
Megan Elizabeth Robinson. Caitlin Rose Roderick. Connor Morgan Rogers. Benjamin Nicholas Roan. Matthew Jared Rosenthal. Elizabeth Marie Round. Nicholas John Ruel. Luigi Russo. Ashley Elizabeth Ryan. Liam David Sandin. Andrew Neil Samost. Alexandria Eleni San Germano. Lauren Elizabeth Sapienza. Daniel Michael Sorrow. Karen Sains. Michael Robert Scanlon. Lindsay Marie Scarpa. Anea Schleicher Crespu. Olivia Caris Servino. Donald Kwangwan Shin. Yefim Alexandrovich Schneiderman. John Gary Short. Rohan Shukla. Danielle Marissa Sidoti. Cameron Joseph Robert Silva. Charlotte Silvera. Richard Daniel Simmons. Brianna Elise Slattery.
Right, that's what I thought. But you can go to any school, right? All right, school's off. Right?
Carly Frances Smith. Kelsey Elizabeth Smith. Robert Arthur Smith.
Let's go, we're on. Reps for Jesus, dude. Thank you.
Kaylee Umbrea Snowden.
And the what? That's okay.
Kelsey Christine Spanis. Juliana Diane Steele. Stephen Michael Steele. Rebecca Tara Starr. Amy Rose Steves. Sean Douglas Steinberg.
Sure, Sean.
Natasha Danielle Stewart. Rachel Anna Stone. Julia Noelle Strangey. Delaney Jones Sullivan. Alvina Tan. Annabelle Marie Tang. Abigail Therese Tannett. Rutfik P. Terry Carey. Nicholas Christopher Tetchy. William Paul Testa. Michael Paul Thomas. Tyler Matthew Thomas. Nicholas Joseph Tierno. Justin Andrew Tobin. Courtney Tu Trong. Rebecca Robin Tu. Mark Anthony Tamino. Edward Cody Twiss. Cameron James Toomey. Catherine Elizabeth Vaughn. Kairos Vergados. Pablo Enrique Vergara. Michael Richard Verville. Alexis Marie Veering. Maria J. Vijalba Gomez. Connor William Walsh. Mitchell Edward Walsh. Jacqueline Abigail Wasserman. Kelsey Milano Waterman. Anthony Lamar White. Rachel Wilkes. Kira Ann Wolf. Mia Phyllis Wong. Hannah Lar Wood. Alexander Wu. Samuel Wu. Michael Brian Umagwani. Frank Zoe.
Wait, there are 4 more. All right, I'd like to present diplomas to Kimberly Ann Carroll. Ryan Richard Drew. Good job. Kylie Rose Piat. Lillian Mary Margaret Voke. Okay, good. These are our 4 amazing senior class officers. Thank you, Kimberly, Ryan, Kylie, and Lily. And now we will have the affirmation of graduation. North Andover families, friends, faculty, staff, school committee, Superintendent Price, I am proud to present to you the North Andover High School graduates, the class of 2017.